Imagine stepping into a grand dining hall, where the air is thick with a sense of anticipation and profound emotion. Before you, the scene of The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci unfolds. This masterpiece captures a pivotal moment in a dramatic narrative, filled with tension, sorrow, and a touch of serenity. In the center of the composition sits Jesus, serene yet sorrowful, his presence commanding the room. His face is a study of divine compassion mixed with the weight of foreknowledge. His eyes, gentle and somber, gaze slightly downward, as if contemplating the sacrifice he is about to make. His right hand extends forward, palm open, inviting contemplation, while his left hand points towards a glass of wine and a piece of bread, symbols of his impending sacrifice. Flanking Jesus are his 12 disciples, each one a vivid portrayal of human emotion and reaction. To his immediate right, you can almost feel the tension emanating from John, the youngest disciple, who leans towards Jesus with a look of pure innocence and sadness. His youthful face is touched with sorrow, as he senses the gravity of Jesus' words. Next to John, Peter, older and rugged, leans forward with a mixture of anger and concern, his hand gripping a knife. His strong features are set in a grimace, torn between his fierce loyalty and the dark prophecy he cannot fully understand. His posture is protective, as if ready to defend Jesus from the unseen betrayal. On the left side of Jesus, James the Greater throws his arms wide open, as if in shock or denial. His expression is one of raw disbelief, his eyes wide and searching. He represents the confusion and fear that ripple through the group. Directly to the left of James, Judas Iscariot sits slightly withdrawn, his face partially shadowed, embodying guilt and treachery. His hand, clutching a small bag of silver coins, betrays his internal struggle and the secret he harbors. The dark shadows around him contrast sharply with the light that illuminates Jesus, highlighting Judas' isolation. The disciples are grouped in threes, each cluster depicting a spectrum of reactions: shock, disbelief, anger, and sadness. Their bodies lean in towards each other, their hands gesture wildly, and their faces convey a symphony of emotions, creating a sense of movement and chaos within the static scene. The background of the painting adds to the narrative depth. Behind the figures, a series of 3 large windows opens up to a tranquil landscape, offering a stark contrast to the turmoil inside. The central window, directly behind Jesus, frames him with an ethereal light, almost like a halo, symbolizing his divinity and the hope beyond the imminent sacrifice. The table itself is adorned with simple, everyday items: plates, wine glasses, and bread, grounding the scene in reality. Yet, the arrangement of these items also hints at deeper symbolic meanings, such as the Eucharist and the impending sacrifice. Leonardo's mastery is evident in the subtle play of light and shadow, known as chiaroscuro, which gives depth and dimension to the figures, making them almost lifelike. The light illuminates the faces of the disciples, casting gentle shadows that enhance their expressions, while the darker areas add to the sense of mystery and foreboding. In this exquisite moment captured on the wall, you feel the tension of betrayal, the sorrow of impending loss, and the profound love and sacrifice. The Last Supper is not just a painting. It is a powerful narrative, a symphony of human emotion and divine purpose, inviting you to witness and feel the depth of this extraordinary moment.